Ever since I was 6, I became immersed in playing video games. I grew up playing games like Backyard Monsters, Dota, Heroes of New Earth, and most importantly, League of Legends, a game that I've been playing since 2012. I also played lots of single players like Portal, Mass Effect, Bioshock, Skyrim, and the like. Needless to say, I really was surrounded by video games growing up, an influence passed down to me by my uncles and my brother who were avid gamers too. And games also had a place in my relationship with my family and friends. We used to play lots and lots of video games together. But then, the pandemic happened. At some point in that time, I got burned out of playing video games in general. I tried playing other games with my friends, but they never really got my interest the way a game like League of Legends did. Playing didn't feel fulfilling like before. So I ended up spending the early days of my pandemic with my newfound hobby at the time, which was watching anime. Which is, by the way, a different discussion. Late September, I was scrolling on YouTube when I stumbled across a VTuber I followed at that time, Lyrica, playing this game called Genshin Impact. I didn't think much of it until the following day. My uncle sent me a DM on Facebook. Hey, let's try out Genshin Impact, he said. I looked at it and it piqued my interest, especially when I realized when it was developed by MiHoYo, who also developed Honkai Impact 3rd, which was a game I played way back in 2017 or 2018. September 29, 2020, the day I first arrived in Tevat. The moment I downloaded it on my brother's PC, I launched it and even live streamed it on Facebook. I still vaguely remember that I was astonished by everything about it. The graphics, the gameplay, the environment. The story already caught my attention, and of course, the characters. I literally fell for Amber the second I encountered her, and despite everything, she's still my favorite. Now, one of the most beautiful things about Genshin for me is that overall, it's just a very chill game. Therapeutic even. Roaming around the world, finding collectibles, and discovering beautiful views and hidden content. It felt nice to play after years and years of playing PvP multiplayers. But then I had a thought. Maybe, just like any other game, I would lose interest after a few weeks. I never thought that I would be attached to an RPG game like this. Weeks turned to months, and those months went up to a year. When the first anniversary came about, I thought, wait, it's already been a year? And the years just kept on passing by in a blink. I thought I was just going to casually cruise through the game and simply experience it. I never thought I would end up concocting various builds for characters I want to play, meta or not, especially not meta. I would do the math and think hypotheticals that this build may work and even bring them to the abyss. And when I thought I was going to be alone with my adventure, especially when my uncle and my brother quit the game, I was surrounded by friends that I can finally talk to about it. It was the game that helped me meet so many people in school, conventions, and online communities. Discovering Genshin Impact was a pivotal point in my life. For me, it turned out to be one of the greatest things that happened to me. Genshin Impact made me feel the magic I did with League all those years ago. It was a game that made me realize why I even loved playing video games. And 4 years later, I still play Genshin Impact. Surprise, surprise. Don't get me wrong, you'd think that I would have the strongest characters, always cleared Abyss Floor 12, 100% all maps. No, unfortunately I don't. When I started playing, I only shared the PC with my brother. And when I finally got my own device, I was already burned out, just like any other player. At some point, it started when Sumeru came about, because I had to juggle schoolworks, other games, and personal life in general. I would just finish the main story and do dailies for the most part, only chasing for content when I felt like it or when I desperately need primogems. Looking back, it's probably one of my biggest regrets because I really did have a lot of time in my hands. But I think it was for the best. Because even during those times I was burned out, I never fell out of love for Genshin. I never forced myself to chase so many things, which is why it just never really felt like it was a job, and it made me appreciate the game even more. From the windy days of Mondstadt, the fiery volcanoes of Natlan, listening to the stories and seeking the secrets of Tevat, it truly is an adventure worth experiencing. To the days I would play Genshin during online classes, to the times my parents would scold me for screaming after winning or losing a 50-50, to the times I get lost in thought on thinking ways to min-max my characters, to the stories in Genshin that I laughed and cried to, those are memories that I will never forget that became the foundation of my happiness today. To the people I met because of Genshin, to the friends that once played or still play with me today, to the people I can nerd about Genshin Impact with, to the randoms that praised my Amber when I used to run multiplayer domains, thank you for being able to share wonderful experiences with me and making the past 4 years a worthwhile. And especially to Hoyoverse, well, we've had our ups and downs and you know it, but no one can deny that you have made a game that a lot of people enjoyed and had memories with. You wrote characters and stories as well as made environments that truly touched the hearts of many. Thank you for bringing us Genshin Impact and constantly improving with every patch and content you deliver. Even though you never implemented target lock despite me begging for it. Just kidding. Well then, that's it for me. Seishiki here. Technically a day 1 Genshin Impact player. I'll be seeing you on the next anniversary. Peace.
It was my honor to serve you.
I have spotted a local.
Me now. Oi, oi!
Oh, bye, Cyril.
Ay, hindi pala yung tao.
Oi! Oi! What the?
Hopefully this will serve to reduce the pressure you are under.
Traveler was there!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Wow. That won't heal. This is the shortest stream of all time, dude.
Sumapit ka na, Barbara. And
Today, we delve deeper
Ba't
into
ako?
the moon chase lore.
Pasa natin.
Nasampal.
A toast to our success. Made another handsome sell today.
Maawa kayo.
Nagawa.
Precious
I'll
curio.
protect us.
Ay,